Hello all, and welcome to the next video. Yeah, so continuing our line of villains, past the villain's wave, we have Doctor Doom, but not from the villain's wave. Uh, when I was unboxing all of those, and I was kind of going through them, and we looked at Arcade, and we looked at that horrible hood figure, um, I'm always going to slag that. And then Lady Deathstrike, Scientist Supreme, Dormammu way back, and then ending it with Red Skull and then Zimnu, the Build-A-Figure. And in all those videos, I talked a lot about how I didn't like the Doctor Doom in that line. Um, and it just wasn't my look. Or, not my look, but the look that I liked for Doctor Doom. I know it's a great story. It's Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars, which really in my opinion, fixed a lot of like Marvel's continuity stuff and all the different universes. Like finally getting rid of the Ultimate Universe when it was just kind of dead and wasting time and like resources. But I was never gonna get that villains line Doctor Doom, regardless, because I don't like the white robe and shirtless Doctor Doom look. But the second reason I was never going to be getting that was because of this figure. And also because it wasn't part of the Build-A-Figure wave for Zimnu anyway. But this one. This is the Fantastic Four Retro Card Doctor Doom. We got the whole box here. Just white and red. Looks great. Nothing really going on in the back here. But yeah. Knowing I had this coming in, plus the fact that I'm not a big fan of that other look to begin with, and it wasn't part of the Build-A-Figure, just made me not want to get it. Glad I got this one instead. I do have the Doctor Doom that came out with the Super Scroll Build-A-Figure line, which I'm not the biggest fan of that look for all the Fantastic Four either, like the dark blue and black. Not knowing a lot about the Fantastic Four. I mean, I know a lot about the Fantastic Four, but not being too up to date on their modern history, to be totally honest. Like, I think past Civil War, my knowledge of the Fantastic Four gets a little muddy. But I've just always been a fan of their classic blue costumes, not the dark blue and black, but the classic blue and white. So yeah, we have a retro Doctor Doom. In that line, that Doctor Doom had like a darker green, and it was like a more modern looking Doctor Doom. This is a more classic looking Doctor Doom, so happy to have it. One of the reasons I'm really getting this too is because we are getting the retro Fantastic Four figures. We're going to get all of the four on a retro card, and they're going to be in their classic costumes and everything, so I think that's going to be really fun to kind of have as a set. Yeah, so Doctor Doom. Let's just go ahead and get into this. Yeah. Alright, so right off the bat, you take it out of the box, and you have your actual figure. It's got a classic carding, like an old Fantastic Four toy. It's even got the old Marvel Comics logo, kind of like the Spider-Man one we had. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I think this is based off of their old cartoon, isn't it? Either way, it's a classic look, so I'm totally cool with it. You got the like the more bright green. I believe like I don't think the cape is it? No, I think the cape is a plastic. But he does have like a soft good little thing here, and I think the hood might be soft good. I guess we'll know when we open it, huh? But he comes with a lot of stuff, a lot more accessories than that last Doctor Doom. That last Doctor Doom came with a gun and what else? I think that was about it. Like some interchangeable hands, maybe. I think he had an alternate head, I think. But alternate hands, we've got some effects. We've got the books, his spell books or whatever. And then we have, I believe this is supposed to be the ultimate nullifier, isn't it? I could be wrong on that. I think it's the ultimate nullifier. Back of the card. If you want to pause and read that, you can. Yeah, cool. Fascinating. I was kind of looking at something here. I noticed something about this figure because of the back of the box, but we'll see when we actually get to it. If this is anything like the other retro cards, it's going to be hard to open because like the actual like part you tear is inside of the card. So we might have to it might take me a while to cut that open. Just fair warning if I go quiet trying to get this guy open. This will technically be the, you know what? Look, I already bent it because I'm trying to open it. I'm just going to use scissors. Weird ass retro cards be damned, I have scissors. This will actually be the third Doctor Doom I've purchased. I have the one from that Fantastic Four, the most recent Fantastic Four line. The modern kind of looking Doctor Doom. I also have the Walgreens exclusive infamous Iron Man, which I'm pretty sure was Doctor Doom. I never read that story, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Victor Von Doom in a Iron Man suit, right? Like power armor. That seems to be a thing with Iron Man, huh? Villains taking his armors. Like Doctor Doom is the infamous Iron Man. So there we go, got it open. Norman Osborn is like the original Iron Patriot. Fun fact if you didn't know that. I was back during like that Siege storyline, which I'm not a big fan of, but I know a lot of people who are. Whoa, his little effects came out, so I pulled that out. Uh-oh. I got one. I don't know where the other one went. Did it fall over here? Yeah, it did, okay. Fell right there. So we got both of them. Cool. So, I guess since they're falling right out, he's got effects. I like them. I think these are actually kind of underrated. I've heard some people talk about not liking them. I really like them. I like that they're kind of like this translucent green. They're very like bendable, so you can kind of get them how you want. But yeah, I really like it. I think it looks cool for like his spooky kind of effects, like his like hands and conjuring up stuff. Yeah, I like those. Let's see what else we got here. We have a couple of blast effects. Pretty much we've seen these before with a lot of like different Iron Mans. Yeah, so if you've seen one, you kind of seen them all with these. He does have some alternate hands. The figure itself has two closed-fisted hands in the package, but he does have a gun hand. And then he's got his hand, his grabbing hand here. We have his books. So there's the first one. I actually like the detail a lot in this. Like, yeah, not every individual letter is painted or anything, but I just like the way it looks. I like the detail on the, like, making the paper look old and, like they could have really skimped out and, like, not... I'm gonna focus. They're a little blurry. And they could have skimped out and not, like, colored in the little writing, but they did. They gave it, like, some... to make it look like it's actual ink. I like that. That's a really nice detail. Doesn't close. It's just one solid piece. It is kind of just a rubber piece, so it does bend a little bit. Then, of course, we got the second book. Pretty much the same outside. It just has a different little, basically, almost like a stickery emblem on the front. Um, yeah, I think it's almost the exact same lettering, just a different sticker. Also, kind of disappointed to see this. They have like the exact same inside. That kind of stinks. I wish this one was a little bit more unique. I get maybe for cost reasons they weren't going to do that, but I'm trying to remember. I saw in a video where somebody said this was the ultimate nullifier, but I don't remember seeing this. Like, I thought the ultimate nullifier was like the ultimate nullifier. Easy for me to say, was like bigger. But it is what it is. If this is it, then cool. I'm glad to have it. It's kind of like one of those things like getting the Tesseract with Red Skull. It's one of those things I'm glad to have. And now we can get to Dr. Doom himself. Alright, so the hood is not a soft Doom. It kind of looked like it a little bit through the box, but no, it's not. Oh, man. This cape is like really in there. I'm trying to get it all out. There we go. Getting straightened out here. Oh, he's got like... Oh, man. I don't know why. I feel like... I'm hoping he doesn't have a hard time standing. His legs are like... They're not loose, but they're like real janky feeling. I don't know why. This is like one of the more like weird, loosey kind of flowy figures. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. Here he is. So the hood and the cape are hard plastic. The little undershirt here, or the little like bottom part, like the cowl, kind of on the shoulders here, is cloth. And then of course his regular costume is another hard plastic, just a lighter shade of green. I like the detail on the belt there. That's really cool. It's brown with gold. Like the buckle is gold and the buttons are gold. I like that a lot. He does have a gun, if you can see. I don't know if it... Does it come out? Does this open? Oh, it does. So the gun does come out. I figured the gun did come out. I just didn't know how. I didn't know if this was like a little button or something. It is this little peg. Comes out. That's why he's got a gun hand, because he does come with a gun. I'm not going to take it out, just because I'll probably have a hard time getting that back in there. Not the gun, but like the little peg. So, like, he's like very kind of loosey and like bendy for some reason. Like, I mean, I'm cool with it. Like, I hope it doesn't affect his standing. There, like, his arms are kind of the same way. Like, he's very, like, weirdly fluid as a figure. Because he's wearing this hard plastic, you're not going to get much of an ab crunch, but he has a lot of torso going, so that's good. Kind of similar to what we saw with Krang. Or, God, wow, Kang. I know I did that a lot in that video, man. I'm just so used to Krang from Ninja Turtles. Apologies to Kang. Kind of like the Kang. He's got torso, or he's got like a waist swivel, but no real ab crunch or anything. The hood and the cape are separate pieces. I believe the hood here is attached to his head. I could be wrong. I think it's attached like on the back over here. So, I would imagine you could pop this off and do some kind of head swap with those other ones. But I think because the armor is a different color, it would look completely off even if you did. Even if you could, it would look off. But yeah, there's all the detail in the armor. I like it. Like the different kind of layers to his armor. He's got like the medieval knight leggings going. Yeah, definitely a much more classic, like kind of knight suit of armor Doctor Doom, as opposed to the more mechanical looking modern one you get. Cape is just a hard plastic, but like the medallions on like the buttons of the cape, they look great. They're actually pretty detailed. They look nice. I guess we can go ahead and do the faded figure stand. Will he stand? He's very back heavy because of the cape. So we can get him to stand here. This foot doesn't want to come up much. There we go. So he does stand. I had to push this leg a little forward because the foot is a little stiff. It didn't want to kind of come out, but there we go. Cool. Yeah, so he will stand. You just kind of got to straighten out his legs a little bit, get him into a better position there. And yeah, he does lean though. That kind of sucks, but I think it's just this foot on the left leg. Might have to heat that up. Mainly because I don't want to like snap it off here. But I think if I did that, it would move a lot better. He'd stand a lot better, I should say. Yeah, this foot right here does not want to go up at all. And like the more I push, the more I feel like I'm going to snap it. So yeah, he does stand well, just as is. But I do want to see if I heat up that foot, if it'll move a little bit better. Because the way he's standing, like, one leg's kind of bent, one's kind of stretched out. Or straightened out. There you go. But yeah, there we go. A classic, just kind of old school Dr. Doom. Now, on promo pictures, I don't know how accurate it was, but like, I remember on promo pictures not seeing a lot of the gun, and then like on the back of the picture here, like the holster looks empty. So I was kind of like, man, he's got a holster but no gun? But it's there. I know they do that sometimes for just like promo purposes, like take out the gun so it's not quite obvious or something. I've seen that done with like Punisher figures before, where they'll kind of take out the gun so you can't see it, but the figure is going to have it. There's another company that does that a lot too. Mezco does that. Like their John Constantine figure has a gun, which is stupid as hell. I'm just gonna say it now because I know it's supposed to be like DC Universe John Constantine, but like original Vertigo John Constantine kind of like really despised guns. Like he was kind of like Batman. He didn't use guns. He was a petty, you know, con man and sleight of hand kind of sorcerer type of guy, or like occult detective, but he didn't use guns. He wasn't really a gun guy. He hated guns. And I remember in the DC universe when the New 52 happened, they like gave him a gun, like in like the Justice League Dark book, and immediately killed my interest in the character. Because at that point, you just like ruined what made him good. One of the things that made him good was that he could get stuff done without having to use like crazy force. But outsmarting people. So that's my long-winded way of saying I don't remember seeing this Dr. Doom in promos like with a gun, but he does have it. So there you go. Sorry for the tangent there. But yeah, I think he's cool. I guess, yeah, he's got pegs on his feet, so I guess that's what these are for. Those like little rockets. Because it's not going to peg into his hands at all. There's no peg hole in his hands. And I doubt if you took the hands off of the Walgreens infamous Iron Man, that they would look very good on this one. I think it's just a different shade of gray. And it's like Iron Man style gauntlets, not these medieval kind of gauntlets. But yeah, there he is. I think he's good. I would imagine, I don't know how sure it is, but I'm going to take a wild guess and say the rest of those Fantastic Four retros we're supposed to get at some point are going to be on this kind of card, like this old Fantastic Four card. I know most of the regular released retros we've got have just been on a regular like square card, but I hope they're released on that. I like that look for them. I think they're pretty cool. I do plan on getting them. I I actually don't have any Fantastic Four figures, believe it or not. Mainly because they're not my favorite team or anything, so I never really thought about it. But now that I'm putting together more of my Marvel Legends collection, I do want them, and I want that original look, and those are going to be happening with the retro figures. So interested to see what we get there. I know for sure we're getting the Fantastic Four, but there's two more in that set that I don't think have been named. If you know who they are, please let me know. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe a Silver Surfer, that'd be cool. Because I never got the Silver Surfer that was a Walgreens exclusive. I never found it. I got the Obsidian Surfer, but I never got the regular Surfer. So I think one of him would be cool. I don't know who else you could do. Who else goes with the 4? Yeah, I don't know. Like, we already got the Doom, so I don't see them releasing the Doom. But like a full flame on Johnny as opposed to just regular Johnny. I don't know. But yeah, there it goes. Books, little effects. Like I said, these look cool. I do like these. These would look good on a lot of different characters. You could put these like on a Doctor Strange, Brother Voodoo, like any kind of like horror-esque or like mystic kind of character. Like I think these would look good on like Loki. These would look good on Loki too. Yeah, cool. But there's Doctor Doom. I like it. I think it's a pretty cool figure. I like when they're doing these retros. I think they're really cool. And it gives us a chance to kind of go back and get like a classic version of a character. And I'm always cool with that because sometimes their modern looks are just like really weird. So it's good to kind of go back and get like a classic version of a character. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie to you. The next video after this one is going to be another villain. I just figured we might as well go into villain. Actually, funny enough, the next two videos are going to be villains. Because a little series of videos I was doing a while back that I stopped doing because I caught up on them, that's your hint, their next figure finally came in from Big Bad Toy Store as well with this order. So yeah, oh, Des moved. But the next video after this is going to be a Marvel Legends character. It is another villain. I have a version of this character already. I didn't do an unboxing of that one. I got it a long time ago before I was doing videos. But I already have this character, but I wanted this new classic version of him. So I got it. So there's that villain coming. There's your hint, if you can try to guess it. It's somebody they've done quite a bit, especially recently, because of the movies. And then after that, I'm going to be taking a look at a different villain from a different universe of videos that I did. Hint on the word universe there. But yeah, those are my hints. I'm not going to outright just show you right here. You can wait and see. Thanks. Catch you guys in those videos. Dr. Doom, I like it. Cool. Awesome. I'll see you guys then.